Oh right, no, sure.
Bless. That's the Tao for you. Cool, so let's do this.
Okay, we're opening up a forum, kind of interdimensional via the internet forum, to discuss spiritual, shamanic and metaphysical subjects. I say we, when I say we I mean the Synchromystickz in general. The Synchromystickz are a loose bunch of poets and artists, mainly based in Bristol, focused on consciousness evolution in the direction of one love, sustainable living and unity. And it's for the light players, which is an international, interdimensional movement of former light workers who've decided that they're co-creating fun, and that life should be fun, and it's time for light workers to be light players and co-create a reality worth living. This first discussion we are entering is shamanism, sanity and shining. It's the title of an article written by the fictional character Lao Tzu, and I'm going to read what he wrote and then we're going to discuss it, basically. Introduction. Consciousness evolution may seem a bit crazy at first. Intro. Yes, it is actually happening. In my limited experience, the synchroflow has stepped up a notch. Expect more weird coincidences, relax and stay grounded. It was always already happening because now is all there ever was, is or will be. You have always been ready because perfection is all there ever was, is or will be. Inner peace. Introduction over. On to shamanism, sanity and shining. It is only on the canvas or on the page or on the stage that civilized society has allowed shamanism, ecstatic states or enlightened perception to express itself without being denounced as satanic or insane. It is ironic that it is actually shamanic and so-called alternative methods that have been the most worldwide, universal and ancient. Beyond that, it is only arrogance and ego that believes it can transcend the guardians at the gate without being clad in the armour of art and or creativity. By guardians at the gate, I think they mean police and or people who would section you. However, it is our artistic talents that allow us to shine brightest. So this armour, this shield is no burden. It is Iron Man's flight pack and armoury. It is what will satisfy the craving to be an individual within a world of 7 billion completely connected individuals. It can be easy if we want it to be. We want to be free, so if we allow others to be free, it frees us. Autonomous. Quote, "It is no measure of health to be well adjusted to a profoundly sick society." End quote. J. Krishnamurti. But it doesn't matter who is sick and who isn't. If the sick ones have the power to section you, then fill you full of drugs until you're more crazy than you went in and addicted to the drugs they fed you. So hold it down. And save your psychedelic, psychic and also enlightened perspectives for the canvas, the stage or the page. In my experience, the expression of someone going through an enlightening, ecstatic space is uncomfortable even for those that have witnessed the same perception. But the true expression of a truly enlightened one who has been through that state in the past, that expression makes everyone feel comfortable. And sometimes, in fact often, art makes people feel uncomfortable. But it's rare that someone gets sectioned for an art piece. If Damien Hirst did his pieces in the street without his fame or respect, he'd be in trouble. Tracy Emin too. If Bjork or Immortal Technique said some of the things that they say on stage to everyone they met all day, they'd be in trouble for being crazy and politically subversive. But they focus their perspectives through art, and therefore shine bright enough to attract support before and as they attract the guardians of the gates. It's all real. So the ecstatic perspective is a science, but it is also complete gibberish. Every point of view has equal validity. It is beneficial to accept that our point of view is merely our point of view before we share our point of view. It is easy if we want it to be, the calm in the eye of the storm, the 0 point at the centre of the spiral, doing what we love and inspiring with it. I'll see you on the canvas, on the page, and on the stage. Shining. So, yeah, basically the subject is that, well, the perception I've had, I'll be specific, is that in order to reach quote-unquote enlightened states, we usually, and this isn't just in my own experiences, I've observed this in others, have to go through a state that many would deem as insane or crazy or uncomfortable to be around. And usually if you work through it and if you've got good people around you, you can get through the state of confusion to the state of balance and acceptance. But I've seen a lot of distressed people, and as much as since I'm not going to go into the details of expected alignments and prophecies of 2012 now, but maybe in a future discussion, but in my personal experience since December 2012, I've witnessed more synchronicity, and I've had more friends going through enlightening and awakening experiences that were at points difficult for them and at points difficult to be around. So we're opening up a forum for people to share their experiences and share their ways of helping people get through those experiences. Point in case, a friend of mine was going through an awakening experience, and I intuitively bought them a pad of paper and some pens and pencils, because in my heart was telling me that that would be a more beneficial way for them to express what they were going through than to express it to people who weren't ready to hear what he had to say at the time. And it's important for me to express that a lot of these perspectives, they're multi-dimensional or interdimensional. They're seeing different ways of being at the same time and seeing society from different points of view at the same time. And from my perspective, all those perspectives are valid, but to people who haven't opened their minds to different perceptions of reality and or society, it can be really scary, and people need to, I don't know, in my humble opinion, it's good advice to express that through art, basically. Express it through art, and I would advise people going through awakening experiences who are having a difficult time to find a creative outlet for it. I think I'm done for now. It's rolling.
Hey everyone, I'm Joseph. As Kevin said earlier, we are the Synchromystickz. It is an open invite, but the true Tao is the way that cannot be explained. So only you know if you're a Synchromystic, but we'll recognise you if you get what we're saying. But essentially, sanity is a very fluid thing. The best people on human exploration and expansion said things along the nature of be like water, and because of that really does describe the fluidness and tangibleness of our reality. So no matter how bizarre things seem, or no matter how distraught things seem, our fairy tales really do point towards truth. In Pandora's box there was hope left in the bottom of the box, and it forever remained. In the Tao they talk about the uncarved block, just like a piece of untouched wood. And essentially, life is like that. It's a fine vinegar. You can't ever feel total despair about who you are, where you are, and what is going on around you. And that's what this is about, really. Is there are solutions if you really do require specific solutions to specific problems in your life. We train for these. This is not whimsy. This is our life, and we do it properly. It's our art form. I don't really require any more knowledge than you're here doing this too. So if you feel that way about it, yeah man, feel free to get in touch, innit? That's all I have to say for now, man. On the subject of sanity, like, I don't know, man, we could go in kind of deep about the situation that we have as a collective, and about what we should do about the situation, and specifically, we just don't wish to face some truth. For instance, time is important because you're here in your individual form. I don't really wish to question your beliefs on post-mortem situations, and I don't wish to remove any of your mystic feeling and tactileness with your expansiveness as an infinite being, but you are here individually as you are once, so your time is precious. So to exchange your time for something that is simply confusing is to miss the mark of reality, which is perhaps the only mistake that one can truly not correct. And we do this for a currency which is a completely valid concept because it's current, it keeps things moving, but it has no backing, it has no tangible connection as us as the ones who are using it. And because of this, people live and die, and that's time, and that's life, and I don't care who you are, if you're alive, it's important to you. So don't look at me as saying, oh, he's getting up about his beliefs or his no, it's not my perception, my friend, it's your perception. What's going on in your life? I'm happy. We need everyone to be happy. And yeah, man, keep it real, man. Always keep it real. Live openly to your experience, because you only will do this as you are once, and life will carry on, and it's beautiful.
Artwork by Indigo Joe. It's multi-dimensional, it works on the other side of the window as well. Live, KP Kev the Poet in the Arts House on the corner of Ashley Road and Stokescroft Road, also known as Synchro Corner. Sounds by King Bracket, brought to you by Dub Revolution. Chillax. Maybe take a break in your flow and up long bars alone and balance with long social chats. Take short moments to relax body and mind. Every time I must say when you remember to. How about now? You know how, oh well, don't tell upgrades have been sent to you. Maybe keep a pen and pad or instrument on you, so if your head's spinning and such, or if you're thinking too much, you can channel that energy into music or art. We don't need no one, just breathe slower. Drop your shoulders, inspire a smile on an organic spaceship spiraling through space with a giant ball of fire. Wow, the Celestine prophecy's cheesy but wise and profound too. In my experience, a good measure how much you notice beauty around you. And take short moments to relax body and mind. You'll probably find that works in your worst and your best day. If in doubt, just play reggae. Relax body and mind. You'll probably find that works in your worst and your best day, peeps. And if in doubt, just dance to break beats.